The Russian military takeover of Georgia's breakaway regions of South Ossetia and Abkhazia earlier this month continues to have geopolitical repercussions. Even though Russia has pulled out many of the troops that drove deep into Georgia, the Russian invasion has raised alarms among many. At a recent Heritage Foundation forum in Washington, Russia expert Ariel Cohen described the attack's consequences this way.
We are still in the beginning stages of a major realignment, of which the war in the Caucasus is but the first earthquake in a major shift of tectonic plates in Western Eurasia.
The Russian action appeared aimed not just at seizing the separatist regions, but also at destabilizing Georgian President Mikhail Saakashvili and his pro-Western government. This has raised fears in other young Eastern European democracies, especially in Ukraine. Pro-Western President Viktor Yushchenko described Ukraine in a Washington Post opinion article as a hostage in the war waged by Russia. Analysts such as Stephen Blank of the U.S. Army War College paint an even grimmer picture.
The central target is going to be Ukraine and to secondarily Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan will come under pressure to renounce ties with the West and to link its energy more firmly with Russia. But Ukraine is even more vulnerable in some respects and the key prize.
Ukraine, which celebrated its Independence Day this past Sunday, has a large Russian-speaking minority. Many ethnic Russians live in the strategic Crimean Peninsula, raising concerns in Kiev that Moscow may want to find a way to claim the region to ensure access to the Black Sea for the Russian fleet. Angela Stent heads the Eurasian, Russian, and European Studies Center at Georgetown University in Washington.
Will the Russians now disregard the 1997 treaty that they have with Ukraine, where they recognized each other's borders and they regulated the Black Sea Fleet? And will they say, this is all open to revision again? In other words, where is this going to stop? And I think from the U.S., from the Western point of view in general, this is of great concern.
Russia's decision to recognize the independence of Georgia's breakaway regions further deepens an already strained relationship between Washington and Moscow. President Bush, who once counted on a personal friendship with former President and now Prime Minister Vladimir Putin, has said the two regions are part of Georgia. So experts worry the aftermath of the Russian incursion into Georgia could lead to a sustained period of animosity between the two nations. However, Professor Angela Stent says this may not bother Russia because it has different objectives.
I think that part of what the Russian strategy now is under this tandem, the Putin-Medvedev tandem, is to present Russia as an alternative pole, if you like, to the United States. The Russians say, we believe in the concept of sovereign democracy. We're not going to go around and tell you what kind of government you should have. And I think part of what you see evolving.
A resurgent Russia in open opposition to the United States. This could be the scenario facing whoever is elected president in November and occupies the White House next January. Bill Rogers, VOA News.